All I need today is a win. That's literally all I ask for today's video is a win. I don't care how it's done. I don't care if I'm playing against a toddler on an iPad in the back of his mom's Buick. I just need a win today. Please, chess gods, give me a win. Please, can I win this game, please? I'm gonna be honest with you, this is a really short game, but the game review afterwards is really valuable if you like to play the English opening. So consider just sticking around after the match is over to watch me analyze some of the mistakes that I made in the English opening. Here we go. We are playing against the alphabet. We are playing against the alphabet. We're gonna try the fianchetto. We're gonna try out the fianchetto opening. It's been a while. Since I've been able to put something together with it. So my goal is to not spend too long on these openings or on these on kind of the things that I got to do early in the game. So one thing I don't want to do, like if I move my B pawn here, he can trap my rook. I don't want to do that. That would be very bad. That would be very stupid. So I would like to do something that isn't that. Potentially, maybe even just moving this pawn up, completely foregoing any pawn structure on this side of the board. However, this does allow me, I guess I could have done this, which would have made way more sense. But I can take here, and then he takes, not very good. No, you know what? I've already kind of destroyed any hope that I think I had in this game. However, if I do this, he does that, I do this. Let's do this. I kind of like this. If he takes, that's fine. But if he takes here, we're protected. If he takes here, that's okay. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it is all right. I think. Is that okay? Or did I ruin my day? Okay, that's fine. Because now if I do this, and then he does this, I don't have to do that, but I know for a fact that we're okay with this happening. And if he takes with queen, we just take with the fianchetto boy. And we can move over here now too, actually, which is pretty cool. That's pretty nifty, pretty sweet. I think that's cool. Oh my goodness, we get queen! Finally, I played against a human being who blundered and he resigned. Yes! I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, this is all I needed. This is all I needed. I just needed to play against somebody who could blunder the same way that I do. Oh my goodness. Okay, I do have to analyze this game because I'm pretty sure I made a mistake here. I know for a fact that pawn to a4 was a mistake. That wasn't very good, okay? That wasn't very good. 75% accuracy, no blunders, but 3 inaccuracies. Let's have a look at the inaccuracies that were made here. So these are all book moves. I know that these are all book moves. This is okay. So it's actually better. This is interesting. I didn't actually know this. It's actually better to move your knight when the bishop comes out to c5. So if you rather move your knight out to c3, that's better than defending with this pawn. Why would that be? Because when he's here, if he does this, I lose castling rights and pawn structure on the king side that has more pressure on it. Or at least it seems like it would have more pressure as soon as he moves this knight. Like if he takes and I take, he moves knight over here, putting pressure on king. King basically has to move back. And then he can go here. That would lose it. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. But he could put me into check again. And then I guess, yeah, moving back is probably the best. Oh, but if he puts me into check here, I've already got the bishop protecting too. Okay, you know what? Not actually the worst. I think I like this pawn going up, but I understand why you wouldn't necessarily want the pawn to go up, and developing the knight makes a little bit more sense. I do also like that if this knight does move at all, you do get the queen onto king side. Him castling makes a lot of sense here. This was an inaccuracy, so I should have developed either the knight, or I do also think that in this situation, just pawn to a3, and then the next move, pawn to b4 to pressure this bishop. is okay. Bishop can just move back. You know what? Now that I'm talking myself through this, it actually makes way more sense to just develop the knight when the bishop comes out. That makes way more sense. Okay, I like that. This is his best move for sure. This was an inaccuracy. So this is me losing the pawn. And that is his best move to take this one. So this was actually a better move in this position. So he moves here, I take. That means that he can take. That means that in theory, I think I'm supposed to take. I guess I'm not. I guess if he brings out queen, I take like happened in the game. But if he brings out knight, maybe you don't take? Maybe you put pressure with this pawn? Ooh, that could be really interesting actually. Because even if this pawn is on e2, you move the pawn up to e4, putting pressure on the knight. The knight needs to move or die. If he doesn't move, you kill him. If queen takes, you're protected by bishop. Okay, talking myself through this opening is actually very valuable. This is very valuable because I like seeing these 3 inaccuracies. So the first inaccuracy is this one. Is that the first inaccuracy? I think that's the first inaccuracy. So first inaccuracy is this. And even before this pawn moves, we should be getting the knight developed and engaged more towards the center of the board. Second inaccuracy is not taking, again, because the fianchetto, I don't know if I'm saying it properly, is just better at protecting this. Him taking was good. And then this was an inaccuracy because I overlooked an opportunity to recapture. So instead, I should have recaptured here. The reason being, now that I'm looking at this, if he takes with bishop, I'm able to take back with queen. If he takes, I can take queen. And we do end up trading queens, but I think I'm ahead on material here then, right? So if I don't take this, I take back. So it's going to be 1 for 1, then he gets 1, then I get 3. Then if he takes, it's 2. Okay, I think that makes sense. I think that makes a lot of sense to me. We actually got lucky. I literally, the only way it seems that I can win a game is if my opponent blunders in the same stupid ways that I blunder. That's how I'm able to get the wins. So we take, that's the best, and he resigns. Interesting. Bit of a shorter analysis of the English opening and some of the early mistakes that I made against some of the more common moves against the English. So I'm hoping that this was valuable for you. I'm hoping that you learned something. At the very least, I'm actually really happy that this was a shorter video because I want to go watch the hockey game. The hockey game's on, and I needed a video for today. Oh, and also, if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, drop a like on it. I'd appreciate those things. Okay, thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.